Well, hello, welcome back, my Royal Rogues. My name is Jesus Enrique Rosas. I'm the Royal Rogue, and tonight we have the so called drama of the Duke and Duchess of Sausages, yet again, as told by a body language expert that I will refrain from naming directly. According to this oracle of social cues, the royal couple's last encounter with King Charles at Queen Elizabeth II's funeral was nothing short of a soap opera plot. This body language expert, with all her profound wisdom, claims that there was no reconciliation in sight during this funeral gathering. Apparently, Harry and Meghan were alienated by King Charles, and their interactions were labeled hard hearted and unpleasant. How dare Charles not break into a song and dance routine of familiar warmth at such an occasion? So it means that now Harry and Meghan are buying body language experts like they were groceries, because that would be the only explanation for this. As the paparazzi snapped away at this riveting spectacle, the body language expert went on to point out how the photographs make Harry's subsequent disloyalty to his father maybe even justified. Because as we all know, family drama should always be played out for the public's entertainment, right? But the body language expert emphasized the sense of alienation between Harry and Charles, as if they were characters in a classical tragedy. And Charles, with his head bowed in what looks like grief, failed to engage in the expected family hugging or any form of communication. How uncivilized. Dear body language expert, have you thought this could be in any way because Charles' mother had just died? Maybe. And let's not forget Markle, who, in her role as the Duchess of Dignity and Sadness, offered her husband silent support at the funeral. Her look was apparently tinged with sadness as she continued to play her part in this melodrama. Well, I remember that I actually bought the rights to this picture to have the highest resolution possible. And no, it is just Meghan there, nothing more. The article concludes with a reminder that Harry and his father had had a frosty relationship for years, further fueled by the scandalous publication of Harry's memoir, Spare. Oh, the humanity. It's almost as if they real people with the real issues, but who needs that when we have a body language experts that can tell us what people are really feeling? And there's no lack of drama in the world of Gingerbread and his Hollywood past. Dominic West, the actor who portrays King Charles in Netflix The Crown, has spilled the royal beans on his broken friendship with Prince Harry. Embrace yourself for this gripping tale of accidental revelation. It turns out that Dominic and Harry were once real life chums, bonded by their shared experiences of charity work and a daring Antarctic adventure with injured military veterans. Yeah, you read that correctly. They braved the icy tundra together. What could possibly go wrong besides frozen body parts? And in an interview on Sunday morning on Times Radio, Dominic let it slip that their relationship or friendship hit an iceberg during a press conference. He confessed that we sort of lost touch because I said too much in a press conference, and so we didn't speak after that. His words. Well, the treacherous world of show business, where secrets are spilled like tea and at a garden party. And pressed for juicy details, Dominic could only vaguely recall his fateful words at the press conference. Apparently, he blabbered about what they did and how they celebrated during their Antarctic escapade. Shocking, right? Who could have predicted that oversharing could lead to the demise of a friendship? And who could imagine that Harry, after writing Spare, could be mad with someone oversharing anything? And flash forward nearly a decade, and now Dominic West portrays Harry's father, King Charles, in the crown. The irony, but alas, without the guidance of his estranged friend, Dominic had to navigate the intricacies of royal acting all on his own, so no inside tips from Harry about his father. And if you're wondering whether Prince Harry still keeps tabs on his old body's work, fear not. Harold confessed on the Late Show with Stephen Colbert that he religiously watches The Crown, even fact checking to ensure historical accuracy, which is a joke in itself after Harry and Meghan have rewritten history at least, let me see, seven times since Brexit by my calculations. And also, the sausages, self-proclaimed champions of relatability and humility, have received a mistake warning from the ever so compassionate showbiz expert Sabrina Hitchen. It appears that Hitchen is concerned about the couple's plans for 2024 and their knack for turning every situation into a, well, public spectacle. According to Miss Hitchen, the dynamic duo's penchant for sharing their woes while jet-setting in their private jets from one multi-million-dollar mansion to another is something off-putting for the common folk. Who would have known? And apparently the ongoing laundry service for airing their dirty family linen, reminiscent of a Shakespearean drama, is not cutting it. It isn't endearing either. And Hitchen kindly advises Harry and Meghan to venture into the uncharted territory of building careers and making mistakes. A novel concept, really. But here's the kicker. They should do so from a fresh space rooted in the future. Yes, because the rest of us obviously build our careers from the past or some parallel universe. But I see a problem that Harry making any sort of mistake is going to earn him the Markle gaze, as you can see in this picture. How dare you speak without my permission? And in the world of the elite, where regular folks just cannot relate, Hitchen reminds the couple that taking chances on new big dreams and making mistakes is a luxury only they can afford. Apparently, this is all part of the grand plan to maintain their grip on the public's hearts and minds. Give me a break. Lastly, Hitchen, the empathetic sage, boldly declares that the public is done with Harry and Meghan's past mistakes. Yes, in case you were wondering, she speaks on behalf of everyone. So there you have it. The royal couple must now pivot to a future rooted in, well, who knows what exactly. I just lost the plot here. And a royal disappointment. King Charles, ever the hopeful grandparent, has received some rather underwhelming news about the return of his precious Lily and Archie to the UK. It seems a celebrity psychic has cast a rather gloomy prediction, and it's enough to make body language experts be ashamed of themselves, because now we are entering into metaphysics territory. And according to this mystical oracle, Lily and Archie will not be gracing the shores of the UK anytime soon. No. They are destined to remain in the land of the free with their parents, if their parents decide to spend at least a few days with them and not embark in a new worldwide privacy tour, just like 2023. How terribly inconvenient for the royal family's family reunions. And this psychic, whose crystal ball apparently has a direct line to Montecito, shared her wisdom with Closer magazine. She confidently proclaimed Harry and Meghan, Archie and Lilibet, I quote, will stay in the USA but move to a new house. Clearly, the psychic must have skipped the lesson on geography, as she dismissively declared, England is out of the question. Yeah, you already said that. I wonder if this isn't the same psychic that helps Harry talk to the Elizabeth Arden ghost. But fear not, for Meghan and Harry are not entirely heartless. They will generously acquire a holiday home in Canada, perfect for winter skiing. The only thing the psychic forgot to tell is where is the money coming for this? And what about Prince Harry's return to the UK, you ask? Well, the psychic foresees a couple of private trips, but don't hold your breath for a grand reconciliation. In fact, she boldly predicts that the rift between Harry, Meghan, and the royal family will remain as wide as ever in 2024. Shocking. Well, it would have been more exciting if she predicted some kind of reunion, but no luck, I guess. But my Royal Rogues, I would love to know what you think about this in the comments. My name is Jesus Enrique Rosas. I'm the Royal Rogue. And until we meet on another video or another live, remember the two most important words: much love and bliss.